Welcome back to Eatsy, where we can make easy onion tofu, then so can you. Have you guys ever seen an onion that's taller than a 4-year-old? These are giant Chinese green onions, and they're what we're going to be using in today's recipe. You could probably find them in your local Asian markets, where they'll look something like this. And if you can't find the giant green onions, you could use ordinary green onions just as well. Start by cutting slices off the end of your onion stalk. They don't have to be very fine. You'll need about a cup or a cup and a half of onion. When you've got all your onions sliced up, put them in a bowl and set them aside for later. Next, we're going to make the sauce for the dish. We're going to start with 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce in a small bowl. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and to keep this dish truly vegetarian, make sure you get vegetarian oyster sauce. Then half a tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and finally 3/4 of a cup of water, or 177 milliliters. And this part is totally optional, but if you want it a little zingier, you can slice up a red chili pepper as well. Now let's head over to the stove. We're going to start with a well-oiled pan over medium to high heat. We're going to add in the 2 blocks of tofu that you get from a 700-gram package like this one. You either want to use a traditional tofu or a hard tofu. You want to make sure that you don't use soft tofu because it will disintegrate too much and you'll end up with basically soup at the end of the cooking process. Using a spatula, break the blocks of tofu into 1-inch or 1/2-inch chunks. Cover it with a lid and let it cook for a little while. After about 5 minutes, you can toss in your optional red chili peppers. Keep on stirring it while trying not to let your tofu stick to the pan. What you're trying to accomplish is to have some of the tofu have this nice golden crust on it. Uncle Fred was saying that this tofu had more moisture in it than he was expecting, so it didn't quite get as golden as he wanted it to. When you do start seeing golden brown patches on your tofu, then you can add in your onions. Give them a stir to make sure that the onion and tofu is mixed well together, and then we're going to add in our bowl of sauce that we had prepared earlier. Let the sauce come up to a boil and continue gently stirring it until most of the water has evaporated away. When most of the water is gone, you can transfer it to your serving bowl and as a finishing touch, add a few more green onions for color on top. And there you have it, easy onion tofu. Here we've plated it as a complete meal alongside our sizzling onion pork and bowls of rice. Making these 2 dishes together is an easy way to use the giant Chinese green onions. The recipe for the sizzling onion pork will be coming out soon on our playlist, so make sure you hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it. Let us know down in the comments if you try this tofu recipe and how it turned out for you. And always, thank you so much for watching.